So the story behind the number, each week we're going to be looking at the players and athletes from around the world, from British baseball to any sport you can think of, to see what is the meaning behind their chosen shirt number. It could be to remember somebody. It could be to honor your favorite athlete or sporting person. But if you've got a really interesting story behind why you've chosen the jersey number that you wear, I want to know about it. So get in touch, britishbaseballpodcast@gmail.com, or hit me up on the socials at BritBaseballPod and find out how you can submit your story to me for everyone to listen to. Cheers. And today on What's Behind the Number is Tonbridge Baseball Club's Niall Cafferty, friend of the show. Niall, how are you doing?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Matt. Good to speak to you again after a bit of a hiatus during the off season.
Yeah, it feels like forever, doesn't it? But we're back.
It does.
Back having a chin wag. So you've got a few numbers you want to talk us through. So where do you want to start us?
Start at the very beginning, probably. The number 28 was my original. When I joined Tonbridge back in 2015, the opportunity came up for obviously getting myself a jersey and getting a number. Couldn't really think, so I maybe went a bit of the cliche and went with just the birth date, unfortunately. That was the first thought I had and the one I went with.
That's not a bad one. Not a bad one at all.
No, and then after about 3 or 4 years, I got a little bit sort of bored of that number, wanted to go a little bit out there and just randomly picked the number 62. Again, not for any particular reason other than it was just a change and just felt a little bit different from, like I say, the cliche of the birth date.
So what made you get bored of the number 28 and why did you decide to change? Was there any reason behind it?
In all honesty, I wanted my current number, which I'm currently number 66 now. However, that was at the time already occupied by someone. So I wanted to try and get as close as I could to that without actually having it. And 62 seemed like a good number to pick. So, and since that time, the previous person is now, or doesn't play anymore. So that number became available and I snapped it up.
So why 66?
It's about when I started the baseball, started playing. Some of you may know that I follow the Toronto Blue Jays, and for a while we had a player called Munenori Kawasaki. He's not the most talented of players, but there's videos all over YouTube about him on the bench, etc. And he just seemed to be like the perfect teammate. Like, you could be down probably 15-0 in a game, and then if he's on your bench, you'd still be smiling. Sort of thing. I just liked his attitude. He was just part of the club and sort of big influence on, I think, during a good period of the Blue Jays as well. And I just think you just got to watch the videos to really understand him. I can't do him justice talking about him in all honesty, but you see him, and that's why I just wanted his number. That's
pretty interesting because I think with a lot of people that would be picking the favorite players, it would be like the superstar stuff. But I like that you've picked someone that's a bit of an unsung hero. Do you see a bit of yourself in him? Or have you modeled your game on him or your bench antics on him?
Not quite. I think I'm probably a bit more miserable on game days than him, in all honesty. But it's just, he just seemed to be, he was just always sort of smiling, just seemed to enjoy it no matter what. And I think that's what I quite liked about him. He wasn't the most talented player at all when you look at the squad we had at the time and his stat line and stuff. But he just can't help but sort of smile and enjoy what he was doing and the fact that he enjoyed it no matter what. So that was the reason.
Awesome. That's brilliant. Number 66, Niall Cafferty. Thanks for your time and good luck for the season.
Thanks, Matt.